Hi guys, so I'm in my bathroom again, so sorry for the horrible wallpaper in the back, but I have been putting this off all day because I know what I'm going to talk about is going to, I'm just going to end up rambling, I'm sure, a lot, and I'm going to have 20 minutes of video to edit down into like a fairly decent one that you guys would actually want to watch. I wrote a blog about this on my surrogacy blog about 2 months ago or so, maybe a little more, and I was surprised with the amount of comments and feedback I got. Like, I don't really talk about my religion a lot on YouTube. I think I've mentioned going to church a couple times, but I don't think I've ever mentioned what denomination I am or anything like that. And I blog about 3 things, generally. Cody, and then I blogged about my pregnancy when I was pregnant with him, and now I'm vlogging about my surrogacy. And, well, my upcoming surrogacy. And until recently, I haven't really felt like my religion affected any of the stuff I vlogged about in a manner that I needed to bring it up. So, I was raised Lutheran, and when I moved up to Utah to be with my husband, I couldn't find a Lutheran church where I lived, and so I just didn't go, like, to any church. When I was pregnant with Cody, I decided that I really needed to go back to church because, well, I think that Cody will have to make his own decisions on what religion he chooses and just that sort of thing. I really believe that going to church and going to like Sunday school and stuff like that really helps kids develop their morals and stuff, you know, and obviously they're going to learn stuff from you as a parent, but, you know, I just think it helps, and my husband agrees with me, and you guys can agree or not agree, but that's not the point. So, anyways, all of my husband's family is LDS, and I have a very hard time going anywhere where I don't know anybody, so I decided to start taking lessons by the missionaries to become LDS. I didn't take the first steps of it until after Cody was born. I think he was probably like 6 to 8 weeks old, and I did all my lessons, and in February of this year I got baptized LDS. So I'm what they call a convert, and I still struggle with things, but just because the way I was raised in the Lutheran church is fairly different from the LDS church. So, but overall, it's been a very good experience. I decided to become a surrogate in December of 2011, so 2 months after I had Cody. And tomorrow I'm going to do a vlog about, like, a little bit of back history of my surrogacy for anybody that's new to my channel. So, anyways, I decided to become a surrogate in December, and I didn't really bring it up to a lot of people, just because it wasn't set yet. As far as I didn't have parents for sure. I hadn't signed a contract. I didn't have plans, that sort of thing. So, I just didn't mention it. I mean, if people asked me what I was doing or what my plans were this summer or that kind of thing, I'd mention it, you know, but I just didn't bring it up. The bishop in my ward asked me to come in for a couple different reasons, and while we were there, this was back in April, I brought up that I was going to be a surrogate, and it was not received very well. I was told that the LDS handbook strongly discourages surrogates. And I didn't even know they had a handbook because I was new to the church, you know, so it was kind of a shock to me. And my bishop basically told me that he had learned not to question God, and if these people, whoever they might be, couldn't have children, then it was probably meant to be. And I did not take that very well. We have several friends and several family members who either can't conceive or it took years and years for them to conceive, and that's, I feel, is really harsh to say. So anyways, back to this blog. I wrote a blog about religion and surrogacy, and I did a lot of research, and even besides the LDS Church, I was really shocked to find that a lot of religions just don't agree with it, for whatever their reason is. I would like to say, and this is just my own personal opinion, I think the LDS Church, when they are thinking about surrogates, they think about traditional surrogates. You know, they obviously don't want me to sleep with somebody other than my husband. They don't want me to be inseminated by someone other than my husband. I think they were referring to the traditional surrogacy. And I mean, when I explained to my bishop that it was a gestational carrier, which is not biologically mine at all, then his questions he brought up were like, well, what happens if they divorce? What happens to the baby? Or what happens if this? Or what happens if they want an abortion? And da-da-da-da-da. And I think, again, my opinion, churches form opinions on surrogacy without really doing the research. I don't expect everybody to know, you know, but like when the church comes out, any church comes out as a whole against something, you would think they would be well versed in it. So it's a really big irritation of mine. And I honestly don't know how if they're going to react, because the last time I talked to my bishop about it was then. And he told me that he preferred me not to do it. And he said he was going to do some research and didn't want me to do anything until then. And I've never heard from him again, so he probably just thinks I forgot about it, or I don't know. But obviously I'm very much going to do the surrogacy, and I guess I'm ready to suffer the consequences from it or whatever. I'm on a group on Facebook for surrogate moms in Utah, and the majority of us are LDS, and only 2 of us have actually had bad experiences. Everyone else, all their bishops have okayed it, even congratulated them on their choices. So it's really difficult for me to understand why in the same church, in the same belief, they can have totally drastic different views on it. So I decided to make this vlog today. I just wanted to touch base on that a little bit, because I'm sure at some point it's going to come up in later vlogs, because when the church realizes that I am a surrogate and I am definitely pregnant and, you know, that sort of thing, I'm sure I will not be greeted all the way around with lovely attitudes. And I'm okay with that. I would really hate to have to choose between going to church and not, but if they make me feel unwelcome about it or anything like that, then I won't. It's that simple for me. My belief in it is so strong, and the knowledge that I really need to do this and that it's a good thing to do outweighs people's opinions of it. So, yeah. Anyways, this is probably, like I said, this video is probably a lot of rambling and mixed up thoughts, but I just kind of wanted to make a vlog so I could look back and see what I was feeling right now. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately because, you know, I was just going through the beginning of the process or whatever. It wasn't like it was going to happen in the next month or anything, you know. I had time, and in my head, like, all of a sudden the church would be like, oh, yay, go surrogacy. And that didn't happen. And now, we're finished legal for the most part, and my parents are talking, well, not my parents, but the parents are talking to the fertility clinic about setting up my meds, and, you know, so, it's just kind of, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and it just really annoys me and irritates me, and, it's really shocking even to members of the church when I tell them the reception that I got from it, because as far as actual members, I haven't heard any negative comments. I get the normal, oh wow, I couldn't do that, or, ooh, are you sure? Not, you know, just because, because even though I've explained to them that it's not my baby, they see it that it is. Like, how could you carry it and give it away? And yeah, so anyways, that's just kind of what my thoughts are right now, and a little information for you to think about. If you're considering surrogacy, definitely check with what your religion goes with, and know that if they're against it, you're going to have like a little battle on your hands. The other girl I mentioned from my group that had a bad experience was actually had to write a letter to the presidency of the church to get their opinion on it. I actually don't know if they ever wrote back to her. I'll have to check on that. But anyways, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So